Hello and welcome to Storia. This is Simant 2020, and today we are diving into the ocean based on popular request. So make sure we get this on full screen. So this is just clicking on the harbor. I'll show you that in a second because I accidentally clicked it a little earlier, but it says tutorial: explore the oceans like a fearless sailor. Want to fish or look for lost treasures? Add fishing rods to your cargo, hold and dive into the ocean depths. The better your fishing rod is, the more chances to catch rare fish. A pirate's life is full of thrills. Equip your cargo hold with bombs to take on pirate ships and sea creatures. Defeat these bad guys to loot special treasures and valuable barrels. Time to upgrade your ship. Use barrels, wood, and minerals to upgrade your vessel. Want more endurance, more fuel, more speed? Upgrade your boat and make it an unstoppable marine machine. Do not sail alone. Recruit a skilled crew to power up your boat. Complete upgrade tasks, participate in events, or visit the diamond shop to find these valuable adventure partners. Stay the course with nautical chart, where you will track artifacts and fish discovered in each sea. And do not forget, a special reward awaits you when you complete all discoveries in a region. I actually haven't done that yet. I gotta check that out. Get ready to sail, explore, and become the most fearless captain of the seas of Storia. Alright, so here, let me just show you real quick. So this is the first video of 3 with regards to sailing. So the first one is going to be just about the explanation of what's going on here with the menus and such. And then the second one, we will be going into the action and dive into that. And the third one is just going to be an overall summary with some best demonstrated practices. So I'm going to try to ignore everything and start with this. So you can see, here we are. The first screen is boat, so you can set sail, which means go into the ocean. You can see I'm level 1. Here's HP, fuel, speed, nautical vouchers. We'll get to that once we start sailing. Pirate coins, barrels, extra boat damage, accuracy % increase. And then you have just some other stats which are cool to have. So this is what's in your boat. So once you hit sail, this is what you'll have available to you. And we'll go through that in the next video when we sail. So this repairs the ship. So your HP comes back. You get 50 for that one. This one replenishes your fuel supply. This is your fishing rod. And then this is your basic attack onto pirate ships and monsters. So crew members, you have 0 out of 6. As you upgrade the boat, you'll be able to hold more crew. You can start with 1, as you can see. And the first upgrade is just 500 coins and 250 barrels. And as you upgrade more and more, so this one, your first reward, you get cargo slot expansion. But as you upgrade your boat, the requirements will increase. And then eventually you'll need rope and some wood planks and things of that sort. Here's the Broken Rod store. This is where you can buy things. So you can see this is all for pirate coins. You can get crew members for these different amounts of pirate coins. You can convert 2 barrels into 1 pirate coin or 2 pirate coins into 1 barrel. And then as you find things, these are relics, you can sell them, and based on which sea you find them in will be how much the relics are valued. So the nautical chart, why are you freezing BlueStacks? So you can see here we are, the coast is the first one. You can see how many different seas there are currently, 10. As you can see, up to level 80. And then the bestiary, this will tell you what's available and what you get for the different enemies in the different zones. So you can see everything is available to view right at the start. So these are special monsters you can summon with food. We'll talk about that or maybe in this video actually. Exotic demon fish. This one, you can see you get the pirate captain pants or helmet from this one, which is pretty cool. Increases your, as you can see, some stats. And then Devil's Order, which increases gold, critical hit rate. Pretty cool. Good stuff from that guy. Tempest, you get the Tempest scales, which are used for things we'll talk about a little bit later. Giga rods are very good for fishing. You can see they get the legendary fish. The Iron Whale, you get this thing, which is used for jewel crafting. You can see he's got a lot of life, 4,500. He does some good damage, and he hits 100% of the time. He never misses. Same with all these guys. They hit 100% of the time, but of course the weaker guys do less damage and have less HP. So in the first zone, we'll take a look at that real quick. So you can fight these baby angry fish. They give you treasure maps, uncommon, novice boat toolboxes, and some pines. These guys, you can click on each one of them and see what they do, but I think all the ships give barrels and sometimes boat parts, and then all the fish will either give some rods, some repair stuff, and some maps. But these guys also give maps too. So Tropic Bay, I think this is where you start getting the uncommon boat parts, and then the epic treasure maps, which are cool. And then this guy will fight them in the second one. I think actually the third one is going to have an update, because he's going to update this at some point in the near future, ideally. So that's kind of a brief overview with regards to the menus here. Upgrading the boat you want to do. When you upgrade the boat, your HP and fuel get fully replenished. And the Broken Rod store, this is where you can really, get some pirate coins. So that's about that for there. The other thing that's going to be important is the fish pond. Sail the ocean, catching amazing fish that will end up right here in your fish pond. This is where the fun really begins. Not really. Here you can take care of your fish, feed them delicious bugs. Every fish loves a snack, and even watch the production of valuable loot, which is true. These fish have rarity and unique attributes, which means that each of them can provide different types and amounts of loot. It's a real box of aquatic surprises. But oh no, do not forget, fish have lives, and once they produce loot, they lose one. When all lives run out, my friend, it is game over for our fish. But do not worry. There's actually an exception to this, which I'll show you shortly. You can feed them with meat powder, sold in the diamond shop, to increase their health. Yes, seriously, fish like powdered meat. Go figure. That's one way. Now get a hold of this one. You can also sell your fish at the fish pond and earn pirate coins. The amount of coins you receive will depend on the average weight of the fish. I don't believe that's true. I think it depends on the rarity of the fish only. So if you catch a giant fish in an unexplored place, be sure, or you can be sure that'll make you some good money. I don't think that's correct, but we can always test that. Get your fishing rod ready, gather your supplies, and dive into this aquatic adventure. May the fish be with you. Alright, so obviously we haven't caught any fish, but, or there is another way to keep your fish from dying. That's kind of all I can do on this guy, so I'm going to have to switch to my main guy to continue to show you things about what's going on. So the shipwreck has just occurred in the blue tides. The treasure will belong to the first sailor who finds the wrecked boat. So once an hour, or once every hour and 10 minutes or so, a shipwreck will occur. If you happen to find it while it's there, you get some treasure. And I actually have on my main account all the treasure chests available from the shipwreck, so I'll show you a few of those and you can take a look at that. But I'm going to pause it here and then go on to my main account, and then we will see what else we will see. It's already 8 minutes. Wow. Now it's the more exciting part because I'm on my main. So before I was just showing you a few things. The thing I wanted to tell you before I forgot is that Rebirth, there's a talent here, I think it's somewhere near the bottom, called Blessed Fish Pond Talent. And what this thing does is that it increases the fish's chance of not losing a life at the end of production by 1%, and as you can see I have it at 10%. So 1 in 10 times a fish will not lose a heart, so it'll live longer. That's what I was discussing earlier with the fish dying. That's one way of preventing them to die, in addition to having the pet food. So let's take a look at some items here. So let's begin with my boat crap box, and you can see there's a ton of different items for the boat. It's broken up into 3 main groups. There is the fishing rods, there are items, and then there is bombs, or there are bombs. So you can see I have a bunch of different bombs, I have a bunch of different rods, and then items can be anything from treasure maps to the sea warp, which you can see lets you choose the seaport of your choice, to these radars, to the soup, and keys, and all kinds of things. So I'm not going to go through everything, but I did want to show you, as I mentioned, when you get a shipwreck, you get a chest, and based on the different, or randomly I guess, you find more shipwrecks, you'll get each of these chests, but you can see they're labeled from 1 to 8, and each one has different goodies in them. You can find that out on your own as you get and capture shipwrecks. But yeah, that's a good list of stuff there. And then also some of the stuff I have as well is in my cargo on my boat. So you can see I'm operating with 11 crew members, so we're busy here. But some items that you haven't seen there are these keys, which the keys I'll show you in the action one of what that does. And I think you saw one of the soups in there, but I'm going to go to now the workshop where you can craft some stuff. So the alchemy list, if you click on the last tab, you have fish roe soup, which takes roe and green roe, putrid soup, which takes blue roe, purple roe, monster essence, and rotten meat, and then the kraken chowder, which takes the tentacle, fish roe soup, blue roe, and purple roe. So obviously you can make the soup here. Kraken tentacle you will get from killing a kraken. Once again, you can click and hold this stuff to get the answers to that. But I just want to show you here, to get the roe, I don't think I have any fish that are ready to give me roe. But when the regular fish, like these ones that are common, that are white, when they're finished producing, they will give you roe. So common gives you common roe, the white roe. Green gives you the uncommon roe, or the blue gives you the rare roe, and etc. So if we go to nautical chart, you can see, like these guys, you can see if you click and hold them what they will produce. Obviously, if I did this on my other account, these will all be question marks because you haven't discovered them yet. Once I discover everything, I plan on adding it to Discord. But you can see I'm mostly missing trash until you get to this guy. I don't know why I'm missing the purple and the blue, but I obviously need to get the legendary, which I have the rods that can do that now. Maybe I can do that in my next video, just to see what happens, and we'll discover that together. But yeah, so that's pretty much everything I want to show you for the first video. The second one will be the action one, and the third one will be the update or more. But I'm going to be offering a service at some point where you can give me your rods, and I will give you relics in exchange at a very, very good rate. Right now I'm doing it at an okay rate, or actually good rate, better than anyone else on the server, but in the future I hope to expand that to a ridiculously good rate. So that's pretty much the overview of the ocean. One other thing that would be important to keep in mind is whenever you're leveling up your boat, which I can't do on this guy because I maxed it out, when you get to the level 9, 19, 29, 39, 49, 59, 69, 79, to go to the next level, you have to also catch fish, fight pirates, and do some island exploration. I'll give you kind of a list on that. But for that, I think the only rod you really need is I think it goes up to blue. So you might need like a jack of all trades to get the rare. Marine rod, I think it's more than just rare. Yeah, it gets epic. But jack of all trades, that's pretty easy to get. I think at the store you can even buy the rod. Yeah, so you can buy the jack of all trade. Famous rod does go up to epic as well, but I think you just need to catch rare on a few of the upper levels, but other than that you can just do it for the uncommon. Look, even the carbon does rare. But for the uncommon, reinforced wooden rod, and I think the regular wooden rod does uncommon too. Let me just take a look here real quick. Yeah, it does uncommon, so you don't really need an advanced rod to upgrade your boat, but you will need a lot of boat parts, and that you get from just killing the enemies, or you can get it from the trading house, though it's typically pretty expensive there. And I sell some there, but I sell it not cheap at all, so I would not recommend getting it from there. But yeah, you can see I still have a bunch of garbage. I like these bombs I'm getting now from fishing because I'm at level 80, and then the keys will show. Oh, I didn't mean to get rid of it, but we'll show you the keys next one when we do all the fighting. We'll go through all the soups, all the keys. I think I have all 3 soups. Oh, we do have kraken chowder. Good. So yeah, next time we'll go through everything that you can do in the sea. I think everything except maybe get a shipwreck, and we'll just have to be lucky on that. But I typically don't get actually, I never have gotten a shipwreck since getting level 80 because there's just too much good stuff at level 80 that the shipwrecks are better for lower level players. So that's so much easier to click where you want to than on the phone. But yeah, I guess that's it for now. So next video will be the action video, and then I'll wait until we get a upgrade on the ocean, which is promised. I don't know when, but it should be after guilds are done. Guilds will be done, I guess, in June, but that didn't happen because June's almost over, but we were promised in April. Still loving the game, grinding every day. My referral codes are down to 0 friends, so if you haven't added my code, consider doing that. I'll put that, of course, in the comments because we all get rewards. And then please see my other videos if you're new to this game. I mean, this one is, might be the first video you see, but this is not beginning gameplay. This is getting more towards, not middle game, but late early game, I would say, going to the harbor and such. All right, that will be it. I hope you enjoyed this video, the 2 parts with my new account and with my main account. And the next video when I do the action is just going to be with my main account. I'm not going to spend any time on my low level account because I just don't have enough stuff there to really show you everything. Alright, well, thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, hit like, put some comments, any questions, consider subscribing if you haven't already, and enjoy the day. Until next time, see ya. Alright, I was just starting to do some farming, and then I remembered important things that I did not mention with ship. So of course, as you get further in the game, you're going to have some more options with what you can do while you're at the sea. But something that you definitely want to make sure you keep in mind and do if you can is make sure you have a good familiar. And then as you get ship gear, make sure you switch that in. So familiar, the cannon is great because he reduces boat recovery time by 11 minutes at epic. Of course, you can get legendary, divine, chaotic. I think, what's this new one called? I forget. Referral as well. But yeah, so make sure you try to get the cannon. It's typically pretty cheap, especially if it's, you know, rare or epic. But yeah, that makes a huge difference, extra 18%. The big thing is the extra boat damage and the boat recovery. Plus 18 boat damage is huge. Minus 11 minutes boat recovery is great. And then with regards to gear, as I showed you before, there was that helmet. So you have this helmet, which gives, I thought it gave stuff for the boat. Is that not the right helmet? I guess I'll double check that. But the private captain pants, they increase the damage of the boats by 8. And then you have this Terminator amulet, which you can't get, I don't think, anymore. But I guess maybe in this guy. I haven't seen this dungeon. So increases damage of boat bombs by 15. That's huge. Let me just take a look if there's a giant Terminator in dungeons. Oh, let's add one. Let's see, giant Terminator. Yeah, he's not here. So yeah, you can only buy that one. I guess you can't find it. But let's go back to. Now I'm really curious. The nautical store or our nautical chart. Nope, sorry, beastery. So Kraken does nothing. Tempest does that. So this guy. Okay, I guess I don't know why I have a different helmet. I thought I got this one. Anyway, increases accuracy by 1%. Pirate coins and barrel drops at sea by 4%. What the hell helmet did I get? Because I could have sworn I got it from fighting something. Oh, it was probably from this. The stag, maybe? Nope, not the boots. This guy? Nope, that's where you get the pants. This guy. Dragon Slayer helmet. Okay, that's what I got. I thought it was a fish-related thing, but... And you can see some of these items require boat levels, so make sure you pay attention to that. Who gives the... This guy gets it? No? Alright. Queen gives the necklace, I knew that. This ring... Cool ring, but not really good for what we need to do. What? Where do you get... Oh, I guess the exotic fish gives you the... hat, as I should have known earlier, but yeah. So make sure you have the boat level required. You can see this one requires level 80. But yeah, they drop cool stuff. And once again, next episode we'll do some fighting, so hopefully you'll find some cool gear. Alright, that was bonus material. Hopefully I'll put it in the right place, but it might be at the very end of the video. So if it is, thank you very much for watching till the end. Take care. Good day. Thank you, and see ya.